I'm voting yes for an independent Scotland because I think we deserve the government that we elect, not the government that's imposed on us from the Westminster Parliament. I'm old enough to remember Thatcherism and watched my contemporaries suffer under years of poverty and drug addiction. I had good friends from school that I lost to prostitution and hopelessness, and I never want to see that again. We would never have had to suffer that, and we'll never have to suffer that again if we have an independent government. I think an independent Scotland would be good for Leith because Leith is unique. Leith is packed full of character, history and culture. It's a wonderful place to grow up, it's a wonderful place to live, and I don't think we make full use of that and its resources currently. We need to develop the resources that we have available in Leith and really take pride in what we have to offer the country, the rest of Scotland as a whole. The fact that it's a dock and it's a port, that so many visitors come through it, that everybody that grows up here is opinionated and free thinking, and I think these are great things that we really need to take advantage of and celebrate more. My hopes for an independent Scotland are that we'll finally have the time to devote to properly research and develop how we're going to move our country on. We need land tax, we need properly thought out and community involvement in the development of the Highlands and Islands and the mountainous regions of our country, as well as the inner city areas and places across the Central Belt. I think we've got a unique country. We've got a unique combination of resources in terms of land and trade and people. And I think as such we need an independent government to properly move them on and develop them. We need immigration, not emigration. We need community ownership of land, and we need alternative energy resources to properly develop the rural localities so that they can, enjoy living in the 21st century as the rest of us in the cities do. We need accountability so that folk can, if they have issues, raise them and have them properly heard. Now, the Westminster government hasn't got the time or the resources to devote to that. I know it may be expensive in terms of investment, but we're worth it. Our country's worth it. We don't want fracking in Loch Lomond, and there's no need for it. We have the world's most intensive availability for wave energy just off the west coast, and that will be a huge boost to development way up in the west there. We've also still got years and years worth of oil and also coal. So developing clean burn technologies in order to make proper use of them is key for us in a way that it is not for England or the rest of the UK. I think that we can continue our ancient tradition of education, free thinking and participation at all levels of society, and I think we can be a shining light in the world actually for our children and our children's children. I'm voting yes.